Today I'm going to show you how to change your clutch. First of all, you take the bolts out I just showed you out of the fairing. And you take all the bolts out around this clutch cover. I got the bike up on a piece of wood on the back tire and then got it laid over on the kickstand so that the oil will drain to the other side. Let's get these bolts out of here. Then I'll get back at you. Alright, as you can see, fellas, I always lay my bolts out the way they came, and this one and this one have they have cable holders on them, and they're straight across from each other. One goes, let's see, no, one goes here, one goes here, right there, right there. These two have rubber washers on them. Yeah, the other ones don't. So that's how you can know which ones these are. Somebody has been in here before because they put silicone on it, and it kind of made that gasket on that cover kind of made it stick. It pulled off in one place there, and I don't have a gasket to put on it, but where it's at the top, I'm just going to put some gasket sealer in it, some Permatex. Alright, get this clutch off here. If you'll notice, there's two marks right there. Okay, when you take it off, you got to be very particular because these two marks goes into a slot on your holder. I'll show you in a minute. And another thing you got to look at. Okay, let's see where's the thing at? This looks like a different clutch. Anyway, you can see here they've got all these clutch plates in line, except for the very last one is turned over to notched on these in this notches right here. So the very last clutch plate turns about probably not even 5 or 10 degrees there away from the other ones. It's so in case these notches wear off, this one won't come out. It won't let your clutch slip, or it won't let it, you know, completely come out. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and take these springs out and then I'll show you what's behind there. Alright, I'm gonna try to show you on this last clutch ring here. It's the hardest one to get out, so I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but I can't hold it. I'll show you to you. I have this clutch pick, and then I've got a couple of screwdrivers. Just two little screwdrivers will usually do it. I got this clutch pick, oh, that's what it's for. Stick it in here and turn it so it can't come out. Alright. This clutch is way different than the Yamaha. Usually, your last clutch ring has a bigger hole right here around the inside, but this one don't. I don't know what the deal is there, but that's the way it came out. So that was the way it was working. But I don't know. Take this over. Maybe we'll bring it out here and look, see what's behind it. See if it comes out. See, that's the part of the basket that don't come out. That's why. That's the way it's made. They usually have a leather ring, like a washer that goes in there, and a spring, like a round spring that's bowed out. And when they have those, the bow goes towards the inside. But this one don't have that. This is just straight. You just put them back in just like they came out, like that. And then you put a metal ring in. Should have a rounded edge and a sharp edge. The rounded edge goes in. See, I took these all straight out like that and set them on, so they'll go straight back in this way. I set them on the foot peg, that way it would be easier. Make sure you get them seated all the way down. And I don't know if it matters, but I like to practice these ones that have the little round piece here. See the little round piece cut out in it? That's how well you can see that. But it's got a little round piece cut out in it. And I like to line them all up, make sure they're the same. Some of them has a place a particular place that goes in. This basket, like the newer ones, they do have that groove in them, but this one don't. For some reason it don't have them. It's older one. Some of the videos and stuff I watched, they had those. The newer ones has like a bar that goes on. But this one don't have it, so I'm going to put these rings on here and I'll get back at you and show you the rest of it. Okay, now you want to notice these little ribs that's on here. You see those? Right there. Those three little like looks like gears. Okay, you have them in certain places all the way around, but if you remember when I first started, this thing was pointed like that. Okay, and make sure that you don't have no play, and make sure that when you look at it, your clutch pack is dead against your flywheel or your pressure plate. This is your pressure plate, because if not you're going to be screwed, because when you put it all back together, that pressure plate's not going to go against the clutch and it's not going to go nowhere. It's just going to sit there and spin because you got your pressure plate locked out of it. I know on the Yamaha it has one certain place you have to put it. So always when you first open this up, don't move your basket, and take a picture of it if you have to. Take a picture of where it went, where it was to start with. That'll help you out a lot. Don't ever like get it out of line, because if you get it out of line, then the clutch won't engage. Alright, I'm going to put the springs back on here. As you notice, I've laid them out as the way they are on there. Which I don't think it really matters, but I always like to put stuff back the way it was when it was from the factory. So, more to come. Okay, another thing is, I always like to go just like you would the lugs on your car. Go here, 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 and then there, and just snug them up. Then go back and tighten them up. You're supposed to use a torque wrench. I think it's like 8, 9, no more than 14 pounds, because these bolts are very small, and I think it's like a 5/16 bolt or something, and you never want to go over like 10 to 14 pounds. 14 pounds is probably too much. I just like to do it by feel. I just snug them up, and then I go back around them and make sure they're snug. But You do it how you want. You're supposed to look on your bike